So on Sunday, March 28th, Stipe Miocic faces off Francis Ngannou for the second time. After the first time, everyone thought Stipe was going to get his head knocked off his shoulders. He took the punches, he rolled with them, and he won a 5-round grounding decision, just ripping the base away and giving Francis a lesson in MMA. So who's going to win this one? Who the hell knows? This is insane. Stipe's last 3 fights are against Daniel Cormier. Obviously got knocked out, and then he's avenged the losses with 2 wins in a row. Amazing performances by Stipe, but again, the last 3 fights, he's getting older. He looked fantastic, as in his shape, his body transformation he needed to be lighter and leaner in this heavyweight division against DC. That's to beat DC. He looked great in those fights, he really did. The second one in particular where he came back, he was getting beaten. It's 3-0 by DC, he was getting beaten. And then he changed it up with the body shots, and that was a masterstroke in game plan. Third fight, obviously, much more competitive, round apiece, and then obviously eye pokes for days. Francis Ngannou only has 2 real losses in the UFC, one to Stipe Miocic and one to Derek Lewis. Now the Derek Lewis fight I think we can all rub off because we want to remove that from our brains. That was the fight that was going to blow our minds, and it actually sent us to sleep and infuriated us. Since then he's only had first round knockouts against Curtis Blaydes, Junior Dos Santos, Jairzinho Rozenstruik, Cain Velasquez. I mean, these aren't just easy names. Francis has decimated them, and the Jairzinho Rozenstruik knockout as well, where he just flailed his arms and just caught him. It's like one knuckle will knock you out with this guy. It's absolutely obscene. How Stipe survived the first fight, I have no idea. But Stipe is going into this the betting underdog, and a lot of people online are saying, why is he the betting underdog? After what Stipe's done, arguably the greatest heavyweight of all time, how does Stipe fight Francis this time? Does he do the same game plan? Because in the first game plan, he still took shots. Can his chin hold up after? DC's knocked him out. If DC can knock you out, Francis can take your head off. So it's all about the shot you don't see, obviously, and Francis is throwing a wild... He doesn't know what he's throwing, so you don't know what he's throwing. That's the scary thing about him. He's such a powerhouse, cutting down to the 265 limit and looking like an NFL player on steroids after dinner and a workout. He's just the freak of nature, this guy. I personally believe Francis will win this one. I feel like this is going to be the end of Stipe, and I don't want it to be a horrible end, because who doesn't love the personality of Stipe Miocic? He is such a nice guy and a firefighter on the side. He still works, and you're the UFC heavyweight champion, greatest heavyweight champion of all time, arguably. Now, Francis, on the other hand, is decimating everyone. His game plan going into this is no secret. He's going to run at you and swing his arms. That's it. There's no other plan. He's not going to grapple. He's not going to use ground game. He's not going to transition. He's not going to clinch you against the fence and wear you down. He's going to swing his big meat hooks, and he's going to try and take your head off. Stipe is going to have to use what I just said. Stipe is going to have to use the grinding against the cage. He's going to have to take him down again. He's going to have to wear him for 25 minutes and try and get that finish, because Francis is going to learn from that first fight, and he's not going to stop. He's going to have learned takedown defense. If he hasn't, it might be the same story again. But do you feel like that little chance of hope of Stipe every round getting into the ground and keeping him down, same as the first fight, that is the only way you can beat Francis? Curtis Blaydes has the best chance in my opinion, and he's lost twice to Francis, one by eye injury and one by knockout, TKO. Personally, going to put my eggs in the basket of Francis Ngannou for this one. I love Francis, I love Stipe, but Francis is my man for this one. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments who you think is going to win this fight, whether it's going to be Francis, whether it's going to be Stipe. Smash that like button if you have enjoyed the video, guys. Please comment below, I love these comments. The videos are doing really well and I'm absolutely loving it. Thank you so much. Subscribe if you are new. Get those videos. We'll see you later. Thanks, guys.